we came up with the concept of calling our community Central Park, we did so because we saw so many parallels between our neighborhood and New York's Central Park and Manhattan in general. And Central Park is a gathering center for all of Manhattan. We have much of the same thing going on. The amount of conservation land that exists, right outside the doorstep of our community is magnificent. And the sheer size of our community has also within it a number of neighborhoods, not unlike New York with Tribeca, Greenwich, and Soho. Our neighborhoods of Soho and Midtown and Park Avenue, these neighborhoods in and of themselves have their own characteristics and personalities. We're connected to nature in a huge way. The trail system and promenade connects you to hundreds and hundreds and thousands of acres of land. And I think it just promotes a very active style of living. And I think it's just a better way to be able to interact with friends. Walk down the street, you go for a jog, you take your dog out, you play with your kids outside, you get on your bicycles and you go onto the trails.
But it's all lit up with LED lights and it goes from one end to the other, so you can walk from your home, you can go to restaurants. So they're going to create that wonderful atmosphere of tranquility when they're walking. It's very peaceful and it's going to be a wonderful place.
I believe that Central Park will be recognized as one of the most important new home communities to ever have been built.
The expectation will be this much, we're going to take it up to another level. They have no idea what to expect. When you walk into the sales office, you're basically in a park with trees and create that atmosphere. It starts from that. Then we'll show them how the community is going with bridges and light paths and parks.
This community, from an architectural perspective, in the way that it brings nature together, in the way that it identifies the individual neighborhoods, and that it connects with all of the amenities around, is absolutely world class. Central Park is made up of 4 distinctive neighborhoods, and the very first phase that we're doing is called Park Avenue. It is the first phase because it enables us to build all the key infrastructure. So the ponds, the promenade, the park is all built in the first phase. Now, Park Avenue is a freehold community, a freehold neighborhood consisting of freehold townhouses and single-family homes, and it'll start to feature some of the more modern architecture that you start to see in the balance of the neighborhoods. When we sat down to design Central Park, we took the time to examine what makes Central Park in New York City so special, which were park benches, lighting standards, but we also then took the opportunity to make sure we were building walls that were similar. We were bringing in the carousel structures that are gathering places for kids within the park. Imagine going out on a Sunday afternoon and just throwing out a picnic, well, you kick a ball around with your kid. We wanted it to be very interactive from that perspective. Your kid could walk to school. You could walk to the school in daycare. They could walk to school in middle school and high school. They could walk to Parks and Recreation, to the theater in the evening. This is incredibly rare. The kind of living that's going to happen here is the kind of living that takes a lot of stress out of your life. And I think it's a phenomenal opportunity.